We've got team coverage of the weather tonight. CBS 8's Regina Ureta is near Fashion Valley Mall, where flooding is often an issue. Sean Stiles is here in the studio with us with what we can expect tonight and tomorrow. First, we're going to head out to Regina.
Well, Steve and Kirsten, the weather conditions have been brutal tonight. The amount of rain that's been pouring down has already caused flooding in certain parts of San Diego. One of the areas that is known to be easily flooded is near the Fashion Valley Mall. So some of the streets have been already blocked off, including parts of the mall's parking structure. Now, behind me, I don't know if you can really see, but I want to step out of the picture so you can see the body of water covering this area. The parking structure has already been blocked off to the public, but water has sort of made it onto the streets, disrupting drivers passing through here. Back-to-back storms continue to hit the region. The weather conditions have brought high winds and rip currents, while San Diego's coastline is seeing dangerously large waves. Some San Diego streets are experiencing flooding, painting a different image for tourists who travel to San Diego hoping to find sunshine.
I came here thinking that it would be sunny and everything. I think I only packed about 2 jackets.
On the streets, roads have become slippery, with traffic piling up because of vehicles speeding during these conditions. I talked to locals who chose alternative transportation to avoid getting into an accident.
We live in Escondido right now, so we're just waiting for the transit to get here. It says it's going to leave about 30 minutes.
Although conditions are nothing compared to Northern California, the rain has been leaving its mark on top of flooding in areas like Mission Valley, Spring Valley, and the Tijuana River. First responders have also dealt with downed power lines and fallen trees. For people walking the streets, it's become an inconvenience.
My shoes have not been helping me. Every single time I step into place, my socks have been getting soaking wet. So I just need to get better shoes, I guess.
San Diego housing officials have opened 4 weather shelters for anyone needing a place to stay, including Father Joe's Village. Now, heavy rain is expected to continue well into the morning. For those of you with an early morning commute, it's recommended that you plan ahead and that you slow down on your speed. We're also having a high surf advisory that will remain in effect until 10 p.m. Tuesday. So, of course, again, if you're here near Fashion Valley Mall, of course, remember there is a lot of flooding near this area and the parking structure is blocked off to the public. Steve, Kirsten?
And Regina, you talked about folks slowing down. We do tend to see a lot more accidents when we have these types of conditions. What types of accidents have we been seeing out there on the roads today?
You know, not as many as we've seen from, weeks before, last week, but definitely we have been seeing a lot of people speeding. So, CHP has always recommended, especially during this time, to slow down because roads are really slippery. I know that sometimes it gets backed up, so obviously people tend to speed during this time, but of course, slow it down.
You got to slow it down. Drive to arrive alive. Thank you so much for that live shot, Regina Ureta reporting. All
right, the big question now, how long is this rain going to stick around?
All right, so let's get answers from meteorologist Sean Stiles. You are the man of the hour.
Wow, I tell you, driving in this evening, hydroplaning was a huge problem out on the roads. I saw cars sliding literally. If you can stay in the number 2 or number 3 lane, avoiding the edges of the freeway, that is your best bet because the water, the way our freeways are built, are crowned to allow the water to run off of them. So try to stay in that number 2 or number 3 lane. Those are the 2 lanes in the middle. As you can see, take a look at this Doppler radar. We're talking about some heavy rain coming down, and there is a lot more waiting in the wings. As you look at this image, take a look at this as we pull back out. Look at how far out into the Pacific this cloud mass streams. It is all the way into the central Pacific. We're seeing just a flow of moisture coming into the western United States, and it is targeting central and southern California over the next 12 to 24 hours. Take a look at these rainfall totals. Each and every weather hit we have in each show, I'm going in and updating these. This is as of noon Saturday. Look at Palomar Mountain, almost 6 inches, almost 3 inches in places like Valley Center, Escondido, Ramona. Lake Cuyamaca, 4.5 inches. Here's your 3-day forecast. We see some partial clearing tomorrow along the coastline, but then the clouds intensify a little bit and more rain coming in. So with the heating of the day tomorrow, because of the sun coming out, it'll lift the moisture into the upper atmosphere. That won't be the case in the inland microclimates. You'll see more of that rain sticking around. Temperatures are chilly. Snow already flying in the mountains of San Diego. We'll take you up to the Laguna Mountain Lodge coming up in just a bit and show you how the snow is already sticking on the ground there.
All right, crazy conditions. Sean, thank you. Well, right now we are looking at flooding. This is the Tijuana River Valley area. You can see that vehicle stuck there. Rivers and streams across the county rose rapidly overnight from the heavy rain. That SUV stranded in high water, its doors open. Lifeguards spotted the vehicle around 7 this morning on Saturn Boulevard near Sunset Road. They searched the area, didn't find anyone swept away. We're told the city had barricades blocking off the crossing, but apparently somebody moved them.
And this was on Playa del Sur Street near La Jolla Boulevard. Take a look at that. So strong winds managed to pull a 50-foot pine tree out of the rain-soaked ground right on top of a van. Again, this happened in La Jolla. The van's windshield was completely shattered and then the roof caved in. The tree is blocking the entire street, which is a one-way street. Now, just because of the sheer size of that tree, it's going to take crews a couple of hours to clear that road.